Hey yo, this is the Show Like TV and it's your boy Bravo, and today we got a special guest. Go ahead and introduce yourself, my guy.
Yo, I'm MR.SINISTER.
How you doing today, bro?
I'm doing good. How are y'all doing, man?
And man, we doing great, man. We just out here working. And,
That's what's up.
You know, just trying to put artists on as much as possible, bro.
Hell yeah. Thank you guys for having me, man. It's long overdue. I've been waiting for this one. Ever since y'all gave my pops one, I was like, getting my Birdman on, standing over in the corner, rubbing my palms together, you know?
Right. No, man, I feel you, bro. And this has been supposed to happen. We just been, you know.
Oh yeah. I know how it is. We both got, you know, family life too, you know.
True.
So that's
True.
Them kids, they come first. You know how it is.
True, but you know, greats always gonna meet up in the end, man.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying?
That is correct.
First of all, let's give a shout out to Big Peg.
Oh yeah, shout out to Pops.
Yeah.
Shout out to Pops right there.
Yeah.
Love him.
Yeah, because
you know what I mean?
I feel like he was the first episode of season 2. And I feel like that interview really shot us off into where we are now.
Oh,
You
nice.
know what I'm
Hell
saying?
yeah.
Yeah.
Hell
really
yeah.
Did, man. Really did. So let's get it going, bro. Let's see if you can, you know what I'm saying, set the bar higher.
Oh yeah. You know, we'll get some other local talent out here too. I'm sure you guys probably know who some of them are, but we'll talk about them. You know what I mean? Get some, spread the love.
Definitely.
It needs to be spreaded, you know, especially around here. You know what I mean? A lot of people be hating for absolutely no reason, and it's like, come on, man, that's not the attitude to have. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know. But let's talk about you. Let's get into you.
Let's do it.
We will definitely
Hell yeah.
get into the culture.
Let's do it.
Where were you born and raised?
I was born and raised in Salt Lake City, Utah, Central City, right there off of Blair Street, in between 7th and 8th South and 4th East.
Okay.
So right there on the east side, you already know.
That's right. So how was it being raised here in Utah?
You know, it was cool. I did live out in Chattanooga, Tennessee for a little bit as a youngster, you know, and it's big. There's a big difference there. Even being a little kid, you can see it, you know.
Yeah.
Them Southerners, they be wildin', you know what I mean?
No, definitely. Especially you being from somewhere else. Yeah. Definitely.
And especially being the part there were, you know, dirt roads, you know, a lot of hillbillies out there, you know, rednecks, people that they were blunt and crazy. They didn't fuck around. They didn't sugarcoat shit. You know what I mean? They were
so it was
wild
different.
people.
It was different. No, I completely understand. So with you being raised out here, what was it like out here? You know what I'm saying? Like, what was the difference from being out there to here?
You know, it is crazy for me to say this, being a kid and everything, but one of the main things, even being 6 years old, that I could tell difference instantly. There wasn't as much as drugs out there as there was here. Okay. And that could have been because of, like, you know, the kind of the situation and the way I was raised.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Being from here, you know, then going there, it's not like that's what's the word I'm looking for? I guess I can't expect the same thing because, you know, you don't know the same type of people. Yes. And I'm sure there were drugs there, you know what I mean? I'm sure there was, you know, but in Chattanooga, I didn't see that as much. So that was a big difference. There's a lot more city life here. So it was a lot more city. Out there, it was woods. There were big bugs, you know, you got them flying cockroaches, and, you know, you got lightning bugs. Those were always cool. Us as kids, we'd catch the lightning bugs in jars and stuff.
Okay, and they the light bugs, the ones with the little lights on the butt, right? Okay.
They've got different names,
Okay.
you know what I mean? But we used to call them lightning bugs as kids, you know what I mean?
Dope.
And they were really cool,
That's
you know?
Really dope, man. Okay, so from there, you went to high school. Where was
I went to high school at Granite High.
Okay.
So that's over on, they tore it down now. It's a library now, but it used to be on 33rd South and 5th East. And that building, I'm surprised they tore it down. It was a historical monument. It was there for over 100 years, and they weren't supposed to just tear it down. But I guess when you got enough money back and you know what I mean? And you need a new library. We already had 2 libraries in South Salt Lake, but they needed one more, you know, so close the other ones down, and
right.
There goes our tax dollars instead of having another school for the kids, you know?
Yeah, but definitely. That's crazy.
That's how it be, you know?
That is crazy. So, okay, going into high school, you usually kind of have that point where you know where you're going. What point in your life you knew you were going to get into music?
So it was a little bit before high school. It was in junior high. I had a buddy, you actually know him very well. He's part of your guys' family. His name is Justin.
Yes.
He went by Jazz. My boy Justin Silcox, much love, brother.
Yes.
Talented kid. That guy right there, he is mad talented, and I owe him a lot of credit for getting me going. He seen it in me at an early age and was like, Steven, you need to get on this shit, bro. You need to, like, seriously. So, I remember writing a song for him. He wanted me to jump on it. It was a collaboration, and I can't remember exactly. I think it was like towards one of his ex-girlfriends or something, at her dad or something. We were pissed off or something. He said some fucked up shit, so we kind of went in on them, some kid shit, But from there on, Justin stayed on it, and he seen it. He was like, let's do this shit. And me and him and my brother Zach, we ended up creating a group together. We were called the Juggalo Mafia, and that was the start of it right there, man. All of it. We kind of as a joke little thing, our own little clique, junior high going into high school, but then in high school it became more serious. Justin had his studio now. We weren't going to the boys and girls clubs and going to Spy Hop and trying to, anywhere that we could have these little recorders and trying to record. We actually had a studio now, and I can't remember if it was Garage Band or Fruity Loops or something like that.
Right.
One of those ones, everybody knows those,
Yeah.
It's one of those ones that we started off on.
Fruity Loops, because Fruity Loops is where everybody started off.
Yeah, and it was free too, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So I'm pretty sure it was. Justin's probably like, yeah, motherfucker, it's Fruity Loops, screaming at
Shout out Justin, he's screaming at the TV right now.
That's right. My bad. I was always bad on that part. Maybe I done fried my brain smoking too much and shit.
It's all good. So okay, so you guys' relationship was something unique.
Oh yeah.
Your music brought it together.
Yep.
What did you learn from him coming into the music?
Oh, he taught me a lot. He taught me a lot of the breathing control, to have confidence on a track. He helped me actually, because when I first started, I was more of a freestylist. So I was more, I would see kids flowing at lunch and, oh, those guys are garbage, and people, oh, no, they're not, you know what I mean? You're just hating, and then I would finally, Justin, right there, do it, show them, and then I'd show these guys, most of the times they're spitting writtens that are already, they remembered it in their head and they call them off the tops. Everybody's got different shit, right? But we were actually freestyling. Like yes. there was no, you know what I mean, pre-written bars that we remembered or any of that shit. Yes. You know what I mean? And he helped me with my confidence. I had a lot of, I had stage fright like a motherfucker.
Yeah.
I had trouble getting up in front of the class and talking, you know what I mean?
Right.
I'd read, when they had to make you read in class, everybody'd have to read. I'd be like, oh, fuck, man. I remember one day in class, and it's stuck with me to this day. We're reading, and it comes to me, and there's this one word, and I'm like, oh, I know exactly what that is. It's collagen. So I'm sitting here waiting, right? And my dumb fucking ass, it gets to me, boom, 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 it gets to that word, boom, collagen. The whole fucking class turned and looked at me. It was cologne. You know what I mean? I done fucked it all up. I was like, damn, I was so confident. Right there, I was like, see, this is why I don't do this shit.
Right.
I wanted to get up and walk out of the class. All the class is fucking laughing at me, and the teacher, her face is red. And this is why I don't do this shit. Right. You know what I mean? Right. So I had really bad stage fright, speaking in front of people. You know what I mean? Doing stuff like this right now, I would be like, looking around, nervous, stuff like that. And he helped me, have that confidence.
That's pretty dope. Now,
you know what I mean?
Now, with that confidence, we went to one of your performances.
Yeah.
At Liquid Joe's.
Yeah.
Recently,
got some footage of that.
Definitely got some footage. It will be out soon. You guys stay tuned for that. You performed a couple of songs with a couple of artists.
Right.
Could you name and, let us know who those artists were?
So the artist that I performed with was one of my groups. I was in a couple of groups. So right around the time of Juggalo Mafia getting together, a bunch of my other friends, they formed a group called Grow Room Family, because at the time they were actually growing marijuana, whatever you want to call it. I say it like that because, my back where I work, so I'm used to calling it medical marijuana or cannabis. But they used to grow some actually really good hydro, and it was pretty fire, and they had I remember it. They had a compilation that they were making. It was called the Keef Box Collection. You remember the Keef boxes?
Yep.
And they, all at the bottom, and they had this idea because they were already Grow Room Family, and they wanted to introduce like some of the other friends. There was like Dubtown Hustlers. There's God's Forgotten Children. I don't think they had like GFC lined up to be on that, but they had a bunch of the homies that were doing stuff, and we all came together. As a whole, kind of like with like the Rompilation with Mac Dre. You got everybody, these factions, but we all came together as one, and we ended up dropping some stuff with them, and those guys, the head of Grow Room Family is my brother Russell. He goes by Faded Native, and then we've got Stalker D, which is his brother, and those are like the two ones that like they created Grow Room, and they got it fucking going. And then from there, they started picking up other artists. Some of our other friends could rap, Some of them are still here doing stuff. Some of us aren't. I'm trying to remember everybody's name. We have Big Boy Baker. We got CSK. We got Baracho, which is my brother Alex, and he can flow like a motherfucker. He can produce too. We had RP. We got Loop Nuts or Lucid. We've got Blythe, that's my sister right there. She's the only girl that like came and held it down, that wasn't afraid, and she can fucking spit. You guys seen that shit.
Yeah.
She got up there and she laid it down, you know what I mean, and she ain't afraid.
Yeah.
She does her thing.
She's definitely getting down in there.
Yeah, she don't play, man.
Mm-hmm.
Who else was there? I'm trying to think of it, because there was just so many of us, and back then, you know what I mean, partying. Being a kid, I was sneaking into the bars like at 16, because I was always the youngest as the homies. So I'd be sneaking into the bars.
Right.
But Loop Nuts, he had his own group. They were called Dankside. And he had a couple other homies that were in that. We were part of Juggalo Mafia. And then there was my cousin. That's where Justin, he kind of was in that before me, but he was with my cousin Big A. They were LTA, so Justin was kind of an LTA at the time. There was Juggalo Mafia, there was Grow Room Fam. So we were all like homies, but at the same time we'd all link up as one big collective. And that was the homies. We had Big A, we had the Dank Side, we had Loop Nuts, we had Fuzzy, we had Blythe, CSK, we had Creeper Jacob. Don't ever let me forget that, Jake. Jacob holds it down. He has his own clothing line, Ganja Gore, where he makes some pretty wicked ass fucking shirts. He collabs with other artists, and he puts these dope ass shirts out that are fucking really graphic and not for everybody. They're really explicit, right. But if you guys want some of that.
Was that the guy that I was interviewing? He had the girl on the shirt.
The girl on the shirt, that wasn't the guy that wasn't his brand, but that's one of the shirts.
That was a badass shirt.
That shirt, yeah, you know what shirts I'm talking about.
Yeah. Okay, so going into the performance, you looked like you were very, very comfortable,
Yeah.
going out there. Was that something that you already had mentally set up, or that's just easy for you to do?
Yeah, it's both. It's something that I always have mentally set up, and then it's something it's pretty easy for me. Like I said before, being young, having that fright. Once my brothers were able to be, we all clicked, and they were a big part. They were like, hey, you've got this. Don't be scared, anything like that. You know what I mean? Like, you're just be you. Definitely. We're right here with you, and ever since then, I've always just kind of like just chill, burn a lot. That helps out. Everybody does that right before the show. If you smoke, we burn a lot. But yeah, it's one of those things for me, man. I take all of it, and then I let all of it. If I get nervous or anything like that, I don't show it until I'm on the stage, and you don't even really see it. I kind of just I get it all out through the lyrics and Definitely. Into that mic. You know what I mean? But yeah, it's one of those things, man. I'm proud of myself as to have. I've always stayed calm, and one of the things that really helped out with that was I was able to perform at a couple of the summer jams, and there was the one summer jam, shit, they almost had 1,000 people there. We did the car show with Be Real and Cypress Hill. I think Dev was there. I'm not really big on her. She sings, what's that one track that she did? She did some track, it was on the radio, Fly Like a G6, Fly Like that. So we did a show with them. That was like 500 people. And that day it was like, it changed everything for me. Being there, seeing when the curtain opened, boom, and we hit that stage, and there was that 500 people at the Gallivan Center, I was like, damn, this is way different. And from that day forward, I was able to just chill, you know what I mean? Kind of meditate. kind of like the fighters do too. I used to train in Muay Thai and Jiu-Jitsu, so that would help out too.
Yes.
They'd always teach us to, stay calm, don't let your emotions get the best of you, you know what I mean? And just bring confidence, you know what I mean?
And that's the best. That was the best way. You look very in your zone and very confident, bro.
Yeah.
Now let's get into your music.
Sure.
You recording. How does it feel to record? Music like what you're doing. Is it difficult to do?
No, so what I like to do is like when I get to the point where we're recording and we're we're at the studio, I'm entering the booth. I like to myself personally, I like to have it all down in my head. I'm already ready and I'm not reading off of anything.
Yes.
Because I think that tends to be a problem sometimes. Sometimes people, you guys got good ears. You guys can catch that stuff. You know what I mean? You guys could be like, oh, this guy's reading his lyrics right now off of his phone or off of, a piece of paper.
Yeah.
Whatever it might be. But you can tell just by the way they're spitting it that they're reading as they're, some people can do it and they kill it, not taking that from anybody, not saying everybody's like that. But there are times when you can hear when people are reading and spitting, their shit as they're reading. And I like to just have it all down so I can come in there raw emotion. I can, fucking flip the fuck out, get my Busta Rhymes on, fucking whatever I need to do, even if I'm, burning, shit like that. But I try to keep everything up here and then just give it all the emotion and all that raw energy that I can, you know what I mean?
Definitely.
And it helps, that helps out a lot. I feel like beforehand when I would go in there and I'm reading off I would have trouble, you know what I mean? So then I told myself one day, I was like, hey, instead of coming in here and wasting my studio time, because at the time I didn't have very much money, it wasn't cheap. I didn't want to waste anybody's time, the engineer's time, anybody at all. So it's like, let me do this instead of coming into the studio and already should been fucking prepared. Let me make sure I'm 100%, I'm over prepared.
Yes.
So I can get in here, I can spit my verse 2-3 takes and it's done because
Yes.
I've been having it. I done had it. Then we can just work on whatever you guys, whatever you want to do. Oh, you want me to come in here, spit some more, we got an idea for a little fucking skit or a bridge or something. We can do that. We can sit down, brainstorm on how to, add more to this track and make it something special instead of just, another, okay, he spit 2 bars or he spit 2 verses.
Right.
There's a chorus, and there's a bridge or something, boom, it's over. No, like let's make it something special. Let's give it, let's make a fucking song.
That's right.
Right.
That's awesome. That's awesome. So being able to not write or just being able to kind of get in the studio is something unique. A lot of artists cannot do that. How did you learn to do that, or did it just come natural to you?
No, Justin helped on that too. He played a big part in that. By starting off, we were in his closet in his bedroom in his apartment. The closet's fucking 110 degrees.
Right.
We're sweating like a motherfucker, and I think that prepared me for a lot of it. It's weird. I was more nervous being around my friends when I first all did it than I would be around being somebody I had no clue. And nowadays it's the exact opposite. You know what I mean? Like if I'm around somebody I don't know, I can still go in there and kill it.
Definitely.
But if you know somebody, you're more comfortable. You guys can vibe. You work together. It's a lot easier. That person knows how you spit and how you lay down stuff, and just like you know what they do and how they do it. So you guys know each other. You know what I mean? So you get way more comfortable. But Justin, he played a big part in that. You know what I mean? Just getting those nerves out and just being myself, like I said previously. Shit's gonna be nerve-wracking no matter what.
Yeah.
When you first do it, you know what I mean? The nerves come, the shit comes, and it's one of those things that I feel like everybody goes through it, and it's all about how you handle it. You know what I mean? And everybody's a little different. But I gotta give it to my brother for that one, because I didn't do it just on my own. And my brother Z too. Z, he helped out. You know what I mean? Because there's a lot of the times when I'd go in there and you could definitely tell. My nerves are up. You could hear it in my voice. You know what I mean? I'm going offbeat, stuff like that. You know what I mean? So they played a part. You know what I mean? Hey, just do you. Just do you. You know what I mean? Yeah. You've got this. You got this. We're right here. And another thing they had to remind me, because I kept acting like I'd act like I have to get it done. If I don't get it done like this, like I could, like you know, we can go back and do that shit. But I'm over here acting like, oh no, we can't go back. And it's like, hey, calm down, Steven.
Calm down.
Calm down, bro. Take a deep breath. Go and smoke a blunt or something. You know what I mean?
Right.
And come back to it,
Right.
and everything's good.
Right.
So a lot of it was them, you know, telling me, hey, bro, you know, chill out, chill out.
That's dope.
And I feel like I get like ADD and shit too. I get distracted hella easy.
Right.
Hella easy. So
Right.
sometimes I need people there to be like, hey, focus, focus,
Right.
man. You know what I mean?
Well, let's hit a subject that we talked about off camera, with the producers that you feel are not getting the recognition that they should right now in the hip hop community.
Man, there's some of the bigger ones that I would like to talk about right off the bat would be like he's one of my idols, man. I respect the dude. My kids even call him uncle, even though they don't know him like that. You know what I mean? And that's Esham. Esham's from Detroit. I don't know if you guys have ever heard about Esham. He's from 7 Mile. He's a big influence, like, for everybody that ever rapped in Detroit. He's the OG of it. Like, before Eminem, you know, of course, that name comes up, and Royce and those guys, you know, before Insane Clown Posse, before Kid Rock, before the House of Crazies, which is Twisted, before any of those people rapped, there was Esham, and he started the wicked shit, which is like horrorcore, acid rap. You know, even though E doesn't consider it horrorcore, it is. It's you know, it's the godfather of it. Oh, E's the godfather of it, but acid rap is like the pinnacle of horrorcore. It is the top, in my opinion. Right? Not trying to piss anybody off. That's how I feel. Y'all can have your own opinions. We're all entitled to that, right? So don't come from me.
Of course.
But
Not on show like TV.
right. That's right. You already know. But he's a great producer, man. He doesn't get enough recognition. I think, you know, you could correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure every single album he did, he's produced it. If he hasn't produced like the whole album, he's had production on every single one of his albums.
Yes.
And you know what I mean? I feel like he don't get the love that he deserves. He don't get the love he deserves in rap in general.
Yeah.
I feel like he'll get his flowers when he dies. But Esham, if you guys have never heard of Esham, or you guys have never listened to E, go check out E right now. He just dropped a new song called Transmission Fluid, and it's phenomenal. Like, I like to hear this shit from the OGs. They're coming out and they're still putting game on, like it's like they haven't lost one step. They haven't lost a beat.
Definitely.
And it's inspiring. Yeah. You know, I hear these new music drop and this new shit drop. Bam, I'm on that shit. I grab my pen, I grab my phone, whatever it is, I'm fucking writing instantly. I need a new beat. Here we go. Let's get it going. So he's definitely one of those guys. His production's insane. You guys should check him out. He's been doing shit since like '88, all the way till now. Another one of those guys is Necro. Necro is an insanely talented producer, and he's done stuff for Raekwon, Built for Cuban Links too. He did stuff for Nonfiction. All of his stuff, every single Necro, I can say this. Necro, every single song you've ever heard Necro do, he was 100% produced, mixed, mastered, everything. He does everything, and that dude, he's insane. You know what I mean? Necro is definitely Brooklyn to the fullest. You know what I mean?
That's dope, man. So we gonna ask you another question, and then we're gonna wrap it up.
Okay.
All right, and then we're gonna for sure get you back on the show.
Okay.
Like we did Peg for definitely. So, is there anyone that you want to give a shout out to that we should be looking out for, or you feel like just needs that recognition?
Oh yeah. See, I was gonna kind of go into that right there with the producers. I was gonna say my boy Gino. Gino Beats, man. Gino Green, that man right there is fucking amazing. Check him out. Okay. Man. My brother Fatso, he's been making some bangers, cranking them out. He's been doing stuff for people all around I want to say maybe even the world. I know everybody around, he's getting a lot of plays around the world, but he's got beats right now that he's making for artists on the East Coast and the West Coast. Here in Utah, he's doing his damn thing, and he just barely started doing that. He's been a rapper on the other end, so he just barely started making beats, producing and stuff like that, and he's making some fire. There's a ton of rappers. Now I don't know if you've heard about my boy Augustus King. Have you guys heard about Augustus King? Check him out. He's fucking dope.
Okay.
He's definitely gonna put the lake on.
Okay.
That's for damn sure.
All right.
But the homie T Slow from the Glen Mob. I don't know if you guys have heard the Glen Mob, but T Slow right there, he gets down right there. That boy, he's cold with it. Who else we got? My boy Rock Zoe. Have you heard of Rock Zoe? He's friends with the Goatist. Him and the Goatist are boys. And the Rock Zoe, he's laying that shit down, man. He's on the radar. He's on my radar for one of the next ones to blow. Him and then Kilo Ripley, Hollywood Keys. That man, he can sing like a motherfucker and he can spit some ill shit. So y'all need to check him out too. Who else am I missing? There's Saviola, my boy Saviola. There's Sick Lake, my boy Steve, Scoob. I know there's people watching this right now. They're like, "Say my fucking name, say my name," and I'm trying to remember y'all.
If you don't, we got part two.
There's my boy Venom. There's my boy Venom.
Oh yeah, shout out to Venom. We got to meet up with Venom too.
Oh yeah, Venom. He's awesome. My uncle, Papa Lotta Puss. He makes a lot of the beats and stuff for Sick Lake. Papa Lotta Puss, my uncle. You know,
like
hit him with that.
Like
hit him with that shit. Who else we got? There's a lot of the Juggalo homies. You know, there's Wacko Killer, you know, Lost Boy X. Hey, check my boy Lost Boy X out. That dude, even if you're not into like Juggalo music, that dude's got something for you. Cause that fool is dope. He hits fucking every fucking range that you can think of. That motherfucker's dope. And you don't want to beef with that cat. Cause this cat, Deadeye just tried that from Arizona and he just shit on dude and made dude block everybody and hide his profile on all fucking platforms of social media, all because dude wanted to start shit in the first place. That's on him. My boy Momo, Maurice the Beast, it's been a long time since he made any music, but shout out to Momo on the east side, you know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
Much love to my boy right there. Rest in peace to my brother Chito, for sure. Yeah. We love you, brother. Definitely. Rest in peace to my boy K-Tox. K-Tox made music too. Eric Miller, he's no longer with us. Yeah. There's my boy Judon. Shout out to Judon. Okay. Trying to think of everybody else, man. Mac Demon. Shout out to Mac Demon. Where's another one? Where's one more? I'll try to think of one more off the top of my head, man. I'm blanking out right now because the camera's on me. And shout out to all the Juggalos. Shout out to Seth and Doron and everybody. Whoop whoop. Shout out to Show Life TV. You already know for having me.
You did.
This family. You know what I mean? We like family.
We family, bro.
You know what I mean?
You already know. And we
shout out to Rebel. You know, Bravo, Cardi.
You know what I'm saying?
My boy right here.
You know what I'm saying?
My bad, family. I forgot I'm blanking out, you know, but yeah, shout out to you guys, man, for having me, man. No problem, fucking much love Show Life TV. These guys are gonna be fucking doing the damn thing right here. No, they're gonna be the ones to unite all of us, and this is it right here. This is what we needed. Because we all need to just come together, y'all. We need to fucking put all the bullshit aside, and it's about making music, you know what I mean? Let's fucking do this, man. It's Utah's turn. Let's put it on the map, y'all.
Yes,
we
sir.
Fucking got this shit, and
Yes,
nothing can stop us.
Yes,
now
sir.
we got Show Life with us. Ain't nothing. It's nothing now. We got everything we need. It ain't a thing.
All right. And
much love.
Here. Peace.
Much love.
Yeah.